shall be a time for every activity and a time for every deed. Ecclesiastes 3:17. Jesus is the way to heaven. Hi, you guys. Hi, Athena. And hi, Jenny Ho. How are you guys doing tonight? And I did put hi, but I don't know if anybody saw them. So first up, I'm going to let you all know a couple things here, that in Luke 21:25-26, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And also remember that a biblical warning is that sugar-coated preaching is dangerous to your soul. 2 Timothy 4:3-4. And then Matthew 3:7 says, But when he saw many of the Pharisees and the Sadducees come to his baptism, he said unto them, O generation of vipers, who have warned you to flee from the wrath to come? ? And some other scriptures I came across that I just never paid attention to. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. I'm going to go ahead and post it into the StreamYard. Oh, thank you. Adam helped with that intro. We both did it. Adam and I both did it. He added the music. Oops, that was the wrong title. But our title of our video today is We Can See the Signs Have Increased. So, it's from the book of Amos, what I'm going to be bringing up. And that way you guys can see it on the screen. I'm actually going to get it to where you can see it, I hope. So, hi, Melissa. Amos 5, Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, and went into his house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. I never knew that scripture till tonight. And we do know that Revelation 14 says, And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's what the Bible says. And 1 Thessalonians 5:3, while people are saying there is peace and security, then sudden destruction will come upon them as labor pains come upon a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. Philippians 1, And in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation, and that of the Lord. For unto you it is given in behalf of Christ, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake. And here's wisdom. Let him have understanding, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666, Revelation 13:18. So I figure I'd share that. And he that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whosoever breaketh the hedge, a serpent shall bite him. Ecclesiastes 10:8. One of the other things I'll bring up later is about a Hong Kong COVID-19 treatment guidelines. And lots of other news. For the time being, I just want to say hello to everybody. Okay? Trying to. And then Athena says, hi, Melissa Martinez. So anyway, the first thing I want to bring up, panic buying.
Storm drill, right? One comes and suddenly everybody needs bread and milk. Or a pandemic comes and it's toilet paper, apparently. Well, right now, some places are in the middle of both, and we're starting to see a few empty shelves in stores yet again. After all, panic buying is unavoidable, especially as COVID continues to surge across the country. But Our supply system apparently had some hard learning lessons from the spring, and it may be stronger than ever. It's been almost a year since 𝐂𝐀𝐍 opened his grocery store, New Rochelle Farms, in the suburbs of New York City. When he cut the ribbon in January of 2020, he says he could never have imagined the chaos that COVID-19 was bringing his way.
It was surreal, the challenges of operating a new store, and then the first wave hitting of the pandemic, the binge buying.
Grocery stores are working to juggle unprecedented demand.
When COVID first started to spread and shoppers began to panic buy, grocers, distributors, and manufacturers had to scramble to meet the demand. Restaurant supplies, unwanted during the lockdown, were diverted to hard-pressed supermarkets. But supply chain experts say most of those empty shelves from last spring shouldn't return this winter, even with a vicious second wave of the virus.
I think we're all much more used to this virus. We've been living with it for 9 months. I think the worry about running out of products and permanently running out of products so that we might need to stockpile, I think that worry has subsided.
Customers are not binge buying as before. They're buying more strategically. I think we all learned from the first wave of the pandemic how to behave, how to obtain items.
Industry trade groups and observers say the key to having well-stocked grocery stores is keeping essential workers safe at every step along the supply chain.
If the manufacturer has an outbreak, that's going to have downstream problems for people trying to buy those products at the store.
Right now, we're seeing too many workers calling out, too many workers absent because of their interaction with COVID in one place or another. If we want to keep these production lines running, we absolutely must get this industry vaccinated, and we must do it as soon as possible.
With most adults still working remotely and most kids still going to school online, more than 80% of meals are being prepared at home. That means demand at the grocery store remains high. But with the lessons learned in the spring, each link in the supply chain is stronger than before, thanks to retailers and wholesalers learning to improvise, and the millions of essential workers who continue to show up to keep food on the shelves.
We're resilient. We've adapted very, very well. Our staff has adapted well. I myself have gotten used to now the long hours, and I'm more prepared now, more than ever.
Wow, isn't that something? I mean, just literally. So I want to say hello to Melissa Martinez, Roxanne Leaf Lady, Jenny Ho, also a Leaf Lady, David Hammond, Athena, and Athena says the shelves are full in Texas. And thank you guys for even watching. And Athena says it won't let me see you on YouTube. I wonder why. That's strange. Let me go double check what's going on with that. I'll take a moment to do that. I don't know why they're doing that, because I'm not talking about anything derogatory as far as they're concerned. I'm trying to be careful with all that, being that I'm having this live on Times and Signs or Us. So I'm going to go look at videos and go look at live streams, and of course it's not showing. That's just weird. That's awful odd. Well, probably that's because we have less than 1,000 subscribers. That's what a new thing they passed. If you have 1,000 subscribers or less, you won't be seen automatically. So I do apologize about that. Oh, there's my mom. I'm not at my mom's because of the snow and the bad roads, so I didn't get to go to mom's tonight. And there's my mom. She says, I love my daughter. And Melissa says, don't you all know, it is the towers they're putting up. It's all kinds of stuff, guys. They're putting things in the air, the towers, in the food, and in the water, you name it. And David says, hi, everyone on Facebook. And Athena says, now I can see you. And Roxanne says, I refused a job for next week driving a coach to bring old folks out of their VC 3 days, many addresses to no way for the money. Wow. So anyway, you guys, there is someone that sent me an email. They want me to show you this meteors. So if you don't mind, if I could take a moment to do that. It's from, and he lets everybody share his stuff anyway, MM3. So I'm going to get that up for you. And again, Melissa's got a Bible study. I love y'all. Talk to you soon. Love you too. And God bless your Bible study for the glory of Yahweh God in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. So I'm going to get started on the next video. And it's about stuff in the sky.
Ordinary tissues cause your nose dread. Try soothing puffs plus lotion instead.
Oh my.
I'll take you guys up to the International Space Station, where Mary Hall has shared yet another video with me of a keen observation while the ISS was on the dark side of the Earth. She's calling this video UFOs Unexplainable. You guys will see in this video a bunch of objects moving in all different directions, some of them much faster than the International Space Station itself. That's moving around 17,000 miles per hour. I'm going to leave that up to you guys to decide what we're about to see in this video that was shared with me by Mary Hall. And you can find her YouTube channel down below in the description box. Mary Hall watches the Earth like a hawk. She doesn't miss too much, especially when it comes to this International Space Station. Also have an excellent video sent in from the ISS before it went offline for a few days by Amelia G of some incredible auroras. The ISS, according to this, was down for about 3, maybe 4 days. There wasn't any footage, and it could have been just routine maintenance. I don't know. But right before it did go offline, I received that video from Mary Hall, and I received the video of the awesome auroras that we're going to come back and take a look at here in a minute. Also have a brand new picture slideshow in this video, new sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world, and a spectacular fireball going over a volcano down in Mexico. Was visible for probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 10 seconds. But first, here at the website, checking out the Schumann resonance. All in all, pretty quiet. 48 hours ago, we had a little bit of residue from the Earth-directed CME, but right now, things look back to normal. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, business as usual at the caldera. This is the new norm, a steady flow of small amounts of energy on all of the seismographs. Well, most of the seismographs around the supervolcano caldera. Even Old Faithful is showing activity, and considering that Old Faithful is the most active, or one of the most active places at the supervolcano caldera, the seismograph is eerily quiet. There's usually not any activity on the seismograph at Old Faithful, but today it's very busy. Does it mean anything necessarily? No, nothing major. I would expect a little bit of movement at a supervolcano caldera, to be quite honest with you. But until we come over here and see all of these things, dark blue indicating a strong movement of energy, I would say we're in pretty good shape. I want to start this video off back up here at the International Space Station live cam. And again, Mary Hall shared an incredible video with me of all kinds of activity, once again on the dark side of the Earth. And I zoomed in and I slowed down some of these objects that you're about to see here, zoomed in on them as close as I could. And
you see this plastic tote right here that's out in the woods? I'm going to show you something right now.
And I'm telling you, Mary did a great job once again. You'll have to check out her YouTube channel. She really does keep a very close eye on different things around the world, especially these sky cams and this ISS live cam. And I've just simply titled this UFOs Galore. You guys tell me what we're looking at here. These things are going in all different directions. The space station is moving left to right. There's something right there. You can clearly tell it's moving in the sky. There was something right there that was falling, it looked like. There goes another object there. We see lights on the Earth from time to time, but they're all moving at the same speed relative to the movement of the space station. These are moving at different speeds, different angles, different directions. You're going to see one come over here from left to right at a very high rate of speed. I don't know if that indicates it's very close or was close. Look at that one there. They're like a big snowflake. You're going to see here in a minute one come from left to right at a very high rate of speed. There's one from right to left coming down at a steep angle. it too. Look at that. Did you see that right there? We're going to look at that again in slow motion. That was moving at probably 4 times. There goes another one back in the opposite direction. These are not lights on the surface of the earth. These are something else. I don't claim to know what these are, and neither did Mary. And Mary's a seasoned veteran when it comes to monitoring the ISS live cam. She's seen a lot as she's monitored this camera for a long time, and she can't explain what we're looking at here, and I can't either. And here's one right here moving north to south or up to down in a very slow movement. Usually when you see lights on the earth, and you'll see clusters of lights that are cities, they're moving just like you see here, right to left. And they're moving at the same speed in unison. They're not moving across the field of view, diagonally across the field of view like what we just saw. And this is coming back into the daylight side of the earth. Now, Paul, you can find her YouTube channel linked below in the description box. Also from the International Space Station. This video was sent in by Amelia G. from the ISS as the CME made contact with the Earth back on the 12th, I believe it was, and put on quite a show in the northern hemisphere of planet Earth as the space station was flying high above the Earth. You can see the solar wind interacting with Earth's magnetic shields, revealing the different gases that are inside of Earth's atmosphere. Green being a certain gas, different types of gas reveal different types of colors. We have blue.
Hey, I don't know if you heard, but we just had a big development in the unfolding Spygate investigations. It's just been revealed.
3:15 of a huge fireball on the 13th of December soaring over the volcano, picked up by the volcano webcam at Webcams de Mexico. Watch this again here in slow motion. I zoom in on it. That was a long duration fireball going laterally across the sky. That was probably visible. If you were on the ground down there looking up at that, you probably had a 7 to 10 second field of view of that long duration fireball. Incredible observation of a very large fireball soaring over Mexico. Also in this video, I've got a brand new picture slideshow, about 3 minutes worth of high-octane photos sent in from all around the world. Orestes S, Florida, orange sky. Those look like orange cotton balls up in the sky. Small mammatus clouds all clustered together, forming what looks like a big orange comet tail in the sky. J. Lynn E out of Salt Lake City, Utah. That one looks like a big wedge up in the sky above the sun. Actually, 2 at sunset. Split sky phenomenon. Renee M out of Pennsylvania. Thomas out of Ontario. Big jumbo halo. Might be 2 here around the sun as the sun was coming up over the horizon. See the single and then maybe a double right there. Central Florida, William G. Got some purple clouds here in front of what looks like a blue moon at times. And these are unedited. These are exactly the way I received the photos from William out of Central Florida. Pretty incredible. Jimmy H out of Illinois. Got a big sundog off to the left in front of a very busy sun. James L out of South Africa. Multiple lightning bolts going across the sky. One making contact with the ground. Roberta out of Laguna. Big orange shell cloud hanging in the sky above the mountains. Over there, pretty much all by itself. And here we've got some low riding clouds, a very low cloud deck, practically sitting on the ground in between the mountains. Beth B out of Missouri. Spectacular sunset here. I mean, that is one bright sky. And here it turned into a fiery orange and gold sunset from Missouri, photo by Beth B. Chris L out of Huntington Beach, California. Just like a big antenna array up in the sky. Get a load of that, would you? That's created by either wind shear or gravity waves. One of the two, but that is an awesome photo. I would have been doing the same thing, Chris. I would have taken multiple photos myself. Deborah K out of the United Kingdom. Got the moon tucked in behind some clouds or some fog high in the sky above Hartlepool, United Kingdom. Jacob F out of Costa Rica, yet another jumbo halo around the sun. Heather J, also out of the United Kingdom, fiery orange and gold sky. Anna K out of Texas, got what looks like a single rainbow shaft in a pink and purple sky. Flora out of Toronto, Ontario, big beam spanning across the sky, big shadow beam. Santa Fe, New Mexico, Fox M, got what looks like portals on a big ship parked in the sky. above Santa Fe, New Mexico. Great observation. Fred L. out of North Las Vegas, Nevada. Got what looks like a triangle craft over here off to the left, and then some sort of a big sweeping object-looking feature up in the sky that caught his attention. It's kind of glowing. Fussy Pup 222 out of Bristol, United Kingdom. Spectacular sunset. Jesse S. got a split sky phenomena going on here. Got what looks like multiple layers to the sky over here. You got 1, 2, 3. Very busy sky on that night in front of the moon. Good observations, guys. Keep the photos coming. If you have any photos you'd like to share, you can send.
Okay, I received an important email I want you guys to see. It's from Ramona. I don't know if she'll be on tonight or not, but I'm going to show you anyway. So I'm going to show you up on the screen. Let me get it bigger so that you can see the writing. Okay, she says, "Hi, Abba. The CDC called me 2 days ago and asked how many babies and children under 18 live at my residence. When I told them none, they said that was all they wanted to know and hung up. What do you make of it?" And my reply was, "Sis, I don't know. That's scary." So, have any of you guys been getting the same phone calls at all? Asking strange questions like that? And again, I'll show you once more and read it off to you. "Hi, Ava. The CDC called me 2 days ago and asked how many babies and children under 18 live at my residence. And when I told them none, they said that that was all they wanted to know and hung up. What do you make of that?" Can any of you guys make any sense to that? Why she would be receiving a phone call like that, asking how many babies or children under 18 is in the home? I wanted to know what you guys' thoughts are on that. And Roxanne says, "No." 405er says, "Not me yet." Mitty says, "Wow, scary." And it is scary. So, yes, it is. Yes, they want our children, Athena says. And Athena would know, you guys, okay? She definitely would know. She hears a lot of things where she works at. Okay? In which, if you're on YouTube right now, we can't show too much stuff on here except little things. You know, so Roxanne says, And Jenny Ho says, "Want to vax?" Well, again, the Gmail from Ramona says, "Hi, Abba. CDC called me 2 days ago and asked how many babies and children under 18 live at my residence. When I told them none, they said that was all they wanted to know and hung up. What do you make of that?" So that was her email to me 44 minutes ago. So it's pretty messed up, you know, if people getting phone calls like that, you know. And there's other emails I would wish to show. You could see right here. I would love to show you that video, but they're not going to let me here on YouTube. Just to let you know, there's lots and lots of emails that I cannot show. That they will not let this channel stay on. It will be, you know, blocked for 14 days if I do. So, you know, there's lots and lots of emails. There's lots and lots of things that people want to share. However, there is other things that they can share. Athena says weather definitely up to something, because in New York and Washington they have passed a law that minors can accept the vax without parental consent. That is just wrong. Exactly, hide the kids. And Athena says, "Yes, Mitty. Glad I don't have kids or would be an understatement coming from mine. God knows this." Isn't that the truth? So just so you know that I am looking at the emails. There is a link I want to show you up on the screen without me making a statement, and just have you look at it, because I can't read it. Not while on YouTube. Well, I thought it was going to take us all there. So much for that link, eh? Well, I'll just show you the picture then. So, see if I can get the picture up. It gave the link over here, but it didn't give the correct one, but you can see what's up on the screen. And this came from Yahoo News about Hong Kong, guidelines on effective drugs in Hong Kong. But they will not let me read it here on YouTube because we've already done a test video and they removed it instantly. So isn't that sad? Very sad, actually. And let me see if there's any safe links that I can actually share. Here's one. I'm going to get this link up. This one I can share. Okay. That one is what I meant. It was up on the screen. Interferon alpha 2B recombinant. So that's what I wanted to show you. Yeah, I mean, when you don't have the freedom to share information on YouTube. Now, Facebook's been allowing it to be shared if it's legit information. Facebook allows it if it's not through their fast checkers to make it, which they're doing too much of that. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you guys a video. Anyway, let me get that link I was telling you. I hope that Yahoo still shows it. Here you can read the title. I'm not going to read the title. I'll let you guys look at the screen, and I'll go ahead and email the people that wanted the link right now. There you go. And as you can see, the title name, and you have that kind, that kind, that kind, and the story continues with a lot more pictures and stuff, so you might want to take a look at it, but I'm not allowed to state it on YouTube unless I disconnect and people go on to Facebook, and then I can share it anything I want on there, basically. So just wanted to show you. Okay, and welcome to this channel and my Facebook profile, and Times and Signs on Facebook. No, I haven't felt good today. There's one other thing I was praying and hoping that we could show. Let you get a quick glimpse of it after it loads. So they always put commercials on it. So it's a 15-second ad. Okay. Hopefully this will not cause the YouTube video to die down. Let's take it straight off.
Right on top, and it's something that's being discussed at length currently in the media, and that is the fact that President Donald Trump received this Regeneron monoclonal antibody treatment, which we discussed previously. Video linked in the video description on Regeneron's monoclonal antibodies if you're interested. But it's now, come to light. I don't think it was ever hidden, but come to light that somewhere within Regeneron's monoclonal antibody derivative, they used stem cells from fetal tissue.
Okay, that's
video linked in.
That's all I can share of that. And but I can read, hopefully, from government websites. Like I said, a lot of our freedoms have been taken on where we can't share these things on YouTube, and it's sad. It is so sad. But you can on Facebook right now, and BitChute took down 2 of my videos so far. I can't share it on BitChute. I don't know what happened there, but just letting y'all know. Here's another one.
The seniors. I'm a senior. I know you don't know that. Nobody knows that. Maybe you don't have to tell them, but I'm a senior. I was very sick, and I took this medicine, and it was incredible. It was incredible. I could have walked out the following day, sooner.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you have to admit he is irrepressible. He may be 74, but he bounced back from COVID like a teenager, and he's putting it all down to what he calls a miracle cure. So given a steroid called dexamethasone and a course of the antiviral drug remdesivir, plus a few other over-the-counter medications. But for the president, the star of the show was definitely 𝐂𝐀𝐍 2.
Okay, and I'm going to take you to another link real fast. I can't even say it on YouTube. Okay? But I cried my eyes out when I saw what's in this. And they try to make everything look safe. Okay. You can see the names up on the screen. Sadly, I can't speak it. Okay. So I'll let you read this part. Oh, they gave an error now. Well, that's what they've been doing to a lot of people, believe it or not. I did screenshot it. Here we go. You see right here? And if you go to this link, you will read everything involved. And they're calling people liars about what he took. You know, on this YouTube channel, you're not allowed to say what it is. But it's not good. Okay. However, I can't even show this video, but I can show you the start of it. And I'll let you read it up on the screen. Okay, it's in the you see that on the screen? I can't even read that. And they have their own video. But I just figure I'd show you a little bit of it. And here's another one. It's hard to believe you can't speak on YouTube. Can't even speak about this stuff. It's pretty sad. And you can see what company that's from. Okay, you can see what this says right here. Yeah. And this is straight from the horse's mouth. Okay. So do you know that it came straight from this company? I give you the link. But you're not allowed to talk about it. Even though it's freedom of information. Even though it's freedom of information, you're not allowed to talk about it on YouTube. So there you go. That's the link. So you know it's the actual Regeneron.com, what you're seeing up on the screen. Okay? So, and I've already shared stuff on my timeline. Here's another one. Here it's drugs.com. You see what it is on the screen. Same thing that Donald Trump took. Its generic names right there. Its previous name was called Antibody Cocktail. Company right there. And it just really gets involved, including from Food and Drug Administration, how it's administered, and etc. Okay. Sad. Can't speak it. Let's go to their company again website. A different link. Here you go. As you can see right here. And you're not even allowed to even, I'm not allowed to even speak the fact sheet here on YouTube. Okay? Even though it's from a government website. I'm not allowed to read it out loud. But I can on Facebook. But right now I'm on Facebook and YouTube. That's the reason why, you know, a lot of people are leaving YouTube because they don't have the freedom of being able to educate. It's true, Vinny. No freedoms left. And believe it or not, it's Facebook that's allowing my videos to stay up because I show it straight from the horse's mouth. Isn't that odd? And then Dina shared stuff, and I've been able to share her stuff, and it was quite important stuff. And she says, I'm trying to convince my dad to not take this evil. He won't listen. And I'm so sorry he won't listen. People need to listen. Okay? We're in the end times, and if a Christian comes up to you and tells you, don't sit there and say, by faith, I can go ahead and have it. Because the Bible says, do not tempt the Lord thy God. You don't tempt the Lord thy God. It's in the scriptures. When you have someone coercing you into something that you've looked up and you've proven, Athena's proved plenty enough. Many of you have proved plenty enough of what they're doing. Most won't listen. And when you see people get certain diseases from it after having it, see, here on the YouTube channel, I'm on, again, at the same time as Facebook. On YouTube, I'm not allowed to make certain statements. Ramona says, CDC called me and asked if we had any children or minors living here, and then they hung up. I shared your email, sweetie. I think it's wrong. Robin Lynn Mary Fritz says, my family won't listen either. I've had Christians come to me in messaging in the Gmail telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, or other people don't know what they're talking about, but we're here to tell you it is a form of the mark of the beast. There's proof enough in itself that anybody that would do something so derogatorily evil and wicked and add things to this stuff, and you've got the proof, and your family showed you proof, and you're just saying, oh, golly gee wish, I have faith in Christ, I can take it anyway. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And others saying, oh, that's not real, even though we can prove it. We have proven in the past on the main channel, which is still closed down from being anything uploaded. Permanently live stream is not available on Times and Signs. Been taken away. Okay. The reason why I'm in tears, folks, let me show you some other stuff. Yeah, I did, honey. I showed it. I went back over it 3 times earlier in the video here. And Ramona says, why do they want to know all the kids are? I don't know, honey. Robin Lynn Barry Fritz says, my family won't look at any proof. I've got it up and down my timeline, don't I, Athena? I've got it up and down my timeline. Nobody will listen. Barely anybody. And they think I'm cruel and mean the way I come forth. And I'm not. You know I'm not mean. Yes, I'm crying for the lost. Even some Christians are lost. They say by faith they can go ahead and take it. Knowing what's in it. And they say, oh, well, I got to do it for my job. I'm going to tell you personally, I wouldn't do it for no money, for nobody on planet Earth. And Anita says, yes, nobody's listening. It's true, Athena. It must be resisted, and Athena wouldn't know. And that's true. That's what they call us. Excuse me for a second. Excuse me. You're a little scared sometimes, but maybe that's a good thing. They do not have eyes to see or ears to hear. They don't. Truth can be scary personally. I'm ready to get out of here. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I sound pretty cold, I guess. Maybe on my timeline. I don't know. Strict. I don't know. But I guess you're going to have that stuff. People are going to take things the wrong way, you know. And then I'm going to give you this up on the screen, which I'm not allowed to make a statement about it, sadly. But I can show you. See that? I'm not allowed to even say those words, by the way. See those words up on the screen? No statement I'm allowed to make about it. Okay? But you see what's on the screen, right? Isn't that sad? It's very, very sad. And just remember, Trump took that. Now let's go see what Eric Trump says. See that up on the screen? See that, you guys? There's even a video that I wouldn't even know if I'm allowed to play it on here or not. Okay, see that? It makes you scared to even be able to play the video, feeling like you're going to lose your channel over it. You know what I'm saying? But it's an Eric Trump video, straight from the horse's mouth. I'm going to play it anyway. Guys, we have our fourth channel. So if it dies in the middle of the video, it dies, okay? I'm going to show you anyway. I'm sorry, but...
The United States Concealed Carry Association is an organization that supports your rights as a responsibly armed American. Become a member today.
The guy sounded 100%. It was amazing. It actually probably goes to speak to how good some of these vaccines that are being created are. And what my father's done on the vaccine front, no one could have done. No one could have done. I mean, literally, Biden was calling my father xenophobic for shutting down America from travel to China. I mean, and the virus came from China. My father literally started day one creating this vaccine. He worked to push this vaccine, and now my father just took it. And you see how well he got over it.
Wait,
I think it's an inspiration. I think as Americans, John, we should be very proud of that.
Can you clarify that? You said your father just took a vaccine?
Meaning when he was in Walter Reed, the medicines that he was taking, and
the therapeutic.
He felt horrible. And on Saturday, again, I spoke to the man 3 times on Saturday, and he sounded tremendous. And I think it goes to show the power of medicine and in this country, and how far that that we've come on COVID in the last 6-7 months.
Yeah. So you see what you heard here. Okay. And you see that up on the screen. So, can you believe that? I'm sorry, but I do too. I agree with you there, Athena. That definitely is the truth. Mitty says, girl, be careful, we need you. Athena says the Aurora supercomputer is alive now, and that's true too. It's watching us. Some people here go to the grocery store with a gun belt like the Old West, no kidding, wow. Athena says here in Texas too. She says she loves it. So that's what I had to go home, at least get something out to show you guys. And remember, we must pray without ceasing, 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Okay, no matter what. And that watch ye therefore, pray always, that you may be counted worthy to escape all the things that shall come to pass to stand before the Son of Man. Okay. But those are just what I could share for right now. And Ramona says, be of good cheer, have no fear, the end is more near. Anyway, I wanted to do more here on YouTube. And I need to go eat and everything. I just wanted to check in with you guys, let you know I love you all in Jesus' mighty name. Ramona says, that's interesting. And Minnie Van House is awesome. I will continue on my timeline later, but I can't continue on YouTube. On my timeline and on Times and Science Facebook page, I get to speak. I get to show Athena stuff or anything I want. So that concludes this broadcast on the YouTube channel. I will still be back on a little bit on Facebook timeline and Times and Signs Facebook page, okay? Love you, Ramona. Love you, all sisters and brothers, in Jesus' mighty name. You guys have a wonderful night, okay? God bless. Remember to keep looking up for our redemption draweth nigh. Jesus is the way, the truth, and life, and no one can come to the Father through him. Love you guys. Let me see if I have a good ending. Here we go. Bye-bye.